Alright, so in this video, I want to show you how to create a leads list on Sales Navigator, and then I will show you how to export them and how to get the verified emails of these leads. So let's get started, and for that, we need to go on my computer. We are currently on the homepage of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. If you want to create a leads list, you have to go here on lead filters. And then once you are on this page, you have here on the left all the filters you can use to filter the leads. And on the right part of the screen, you will have the leads that match your criteria. And I say match within quotes because LinkedIn gives you between 20 to 40% of people that don't match perfectly your criteria. And don't worry, because at the end of the video, I will show you how to only get leads that perfectly match your filters. So if you want to create a list of leads, you need, of course, to use some filters. So for example, let's say that I want people who saw my profile recently. So I click here, and on the top right of my screen, I see that I have 65 people that saw my profile recently. And let's say that I want only people who are CEO. So I click here, and here, as you can see, I have 9 people. So of course I can use much more filters, but I think that for this example, it's enough. Then if I want to create a list of leads from this search, I recommend you to save the search to get notified when you have a new result. So I click here. So now I know that my search is saved. And I can click on this button here, manage saved searches. And what I can see is that my search is here. So of course I can edit the name of my search, but I think that for now, it's okay. Then I can come back on the search. So if I want to save the leads from this search and not save the search, which are two different things, what I need to do is to click here on select all, and then I click on save to list. So here, and then I need to click on this button, create new list. So the list name will be CEO profile viewers. And that's all. So now I need to click on create and save. As you can see here, I know that Eric, for example, is in my list. And if I click here on list, I know that Eric is in my list CEO profile viewers. And here I have the number of leads who are currently in my list. So now that we saved all leads into a list, it's time to see where is the list. And for that, so if I come back on Sales Navigator, I have to click here on leads. So as you can see, I have home, accounts, leads, and messaging. And in this case, I need to click on leads. All right, so on this page, we have all the lists that contain all leads. So we have our previous search, it was CEO profile viewer, and we know that we have 9 leads in it. But as you can see, I have some more lists, and I have, for example, test tutorial, and I remember that I made this list for a tutorial, and I was targeting head of sales in a company headcount between 5,000 to 10,000 people based in New York. So what I can do here is to click on CEO profile viewers, so our previous list, and here we have our leads. So here we have some data. So for example, we have the name, the account name, so basically the company name, geography, you can add some notes. So if I click here, I can say that meet him in an event, and I say done. And then I have a note in Sales Navigator. So James, for example, I know that I meet him in an event. I have the outreach activity, so invitation sent, and that's added. It's the date I added James in the list CEO profile viewers. If I click here on the 3 dots, I can send him a message, edit associated accounts, add to another list, and remove from list. And of course, I can, for example, send a message to James. So in this case, James is not in my first degree connection on LinkedIn. So if I want to send him a message on LinkedIn, I need to use my emails credit. If you don't know how to use your emails, I've made a complete video on this topic. you can click on the top right of your screen to access the video. So let's go back to our list. So here we have the total results, and we know here that one of the leads have changed jobs in the past 90 days. And here's Matteo. From these people, we know that 6 of them posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days, and we have the list of these people. So it's always good to target people who are a bit active on LinkedIn, because we know that they are active online, they check their LinkedIn inbox and so on. So it's a good practice to target people who are active on LinkedIn. Here on top, you have view in search. And what we can do is to click here. And here, as you can see, we have the filter lead list, and we have the list we've just created. So of course, if you have multiple lists, you can include the list or you can exclude. So for example, I want to add test. I don't remember what it is, but at least we have some more people. Yeah, we have right now almost 500 results. Now, if I go back to our list, we can click here on saved searches. And here, if I click on this button, you will see that I don't have a lead list, but I have the filters that I used to create the list. And of course, with that, you can add some more filters. And that's why it's very important to differentiate a saved search and a list of leads. So now, if you want to export your leads from Sales Navigator into a clean leads file, you can use the tool Give Me Leads. So for that, you can click in the first link in the description, you do the quick onboarding, and then you will be able to get a file like this one, where you have all the data you need to reach out to these people. So you have the first name, last name, company name, job title, headline, LinkedIn URL, and the verified email. So on this file, you have this column here, valid, and we make sure that every single lead match your filters. So for this example, it was really easy because we make sure that the job title contains CEO, because we wanted to have only CEO. So with this file, you can easily export the leads either into your favorite outreach tool or your CRM. So with this process, you can get from a leads list from Sales Navigator, get your leads and reach out to them by LinkedIn or by cold email. So if you want to easily export your leads, you can click the first link in the description. It's time for me to wish you a nice day, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.